Hi everyone, it's Cheryl Giala Driscoll again with the Ultimate Resilience Program. Today I want to talk about hope and faith. So let's just begin with what we're all going through. That stress and anxiety and panic, and especially those avoidance behaviors, they all start with fear. Fear that we can't get enough done, fear that everything's late, fear that I should do this and I need to do that, fear that I can't make it happen. Worry, 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 right? So what is fear? Well, it's an emotion, and it's the fear of a belief that there is something out there that's going to harm us, hurt us in some way, whether it's a thing or a person. And underlying all of that is this ongoing repetition of that fear. We can't keep doing that. That's the thing. We have to decide at some point that we're going to get beyond that. We've got to find that one moment where we have a moment of hope or clearing the mind. Now, as you know, I've really believe that clearing the mind is crucial to releasing stress and anxiety and panic and those avoidance behaviors. But in the moment, if you don't even have any hope left of getting to that point of clearing the mind, then it gets tougher. So we really have to look at what can we do when we really need to find a moment of hope. And I've got to tell you, a long time ago, I was in this house, and it was kind of bleak. I was staying in this room in this house. It was kind of gray, and I was in my pajamas. I was lying there all day. Didn't have any will left. I was exhausted. My panic was constant. I couldn't even walk around the block anymore. I was so tired. And a friend was there, and she says, "Come here." I said, "No, I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to do anything." She says, "No, come here." She said, "Take my hand." I took her hand because she wasn't going to let me just lie there anymore. And she pulled me to the window. And at the window, she said, "Look at that." I said, "What?" Because I was being a banana. I was like, okay, I don't want to deal with this. And she said, "No, come on, look at that." And outside the window was this impeccable sunset. And I have to say that even now it brings tears to my eyes because it was what I needed to do. I needed to have a moment where I felt a draw to something profound and beautiful. It's still there. There is profound beauty everywhere. There's always something to look to that can provide us with a moment of hope that tomorrow will be a better day, or the next moment will be a better moment, right? And so we need to get beyond that because we don't want to attach to the fears. We want to believe in the hope. We want to allow the hope through. And once we get to that hope, then we need to sit down or stand up or walk or whatever we need to do and say, I am capable. I believe that I can do the next step. I can take another moment because I have a moment of hope. I can have another moment of hope, and then another moment of hope, and another moment of hope, until I get to the point where I believe that the world is beautiful and it's worth my significant efforts to develop even more skills, to get engaged with this development, to feel encouraged and supported in moving forward. And so we finally get to the point where after hoping and hoping and hoping and saying, okay, now I'm starting to believe this. I'm starting to believe that things can get better. I can move forward. You see, if you don't at least try for the hope, you can't get there. So we have to take that one moment of time and move it forward repeatedly until we get to the belief stage. And the belief stage is called faith. The faith that you can manage somehow to get beyond the stress that drives you crazy at work or at home. These anxiety feelings, these panic attacks, you can. And one day you'll have the skills to make that happen. And you'll be able to have faith that whatever happens, you can cope. You are resilient. It's possible. I didn't think it would be. 20 years ago, I was that person, who didn't think that this was going to happen, that I would be happy, like consistently happy and healthy and panic-free. that's just unbelievable to me that at that time I was that person who was so overwhelmed. And I'm so grateful today that I can truly say that moment after moment, I have choices, and I can really call up so many skills to manage, you know. And so I really hope that you will too, and understand that. So sometimes it starts with a commitment. And so what I've done is I've created a PDF for you with something that you can work with. It's a draft, you might say, a letter to yourself that says, I am committed to moving forward with hope. And I'm committed to developing faith in yourself, in myself, right? So I hope that you will embrace that document, rewrite whatever you need to, put your name in there, and repeat it to yourself. It's an invaluable tool to get you started. So I wish you a better moment, a happier moment, and tons of hope leading to absolute faith that you've got the skills to move your mountains and to feel better in your life. Take care and bye for now.